Hello, it's Marnilynn of Ebb and Flow Imagery's YouTube channel, and today we're going to work on the coloring book page called Lily Pads. I'm taking this drawing and I'm going to outline it with black with my felt pen, which is what I grew up calling them. This is a dichroic glass bead in a copper ring that Candice made on our Lechar Gallery shop, and we have a Lechar Gallery YouTube channel. Now I'm starting to color the lightest colors so that I know which area of the picture I'm going to have the lightest colors and where to put the darkest colors, so there's no confusion doing the rest of the picture. You know where the light is. Makes sense, but it's hard to say on the fly. So I'm adding the darker color onto this lily pad, and it wasn't until I had been editing this several times that I realized I made a mistake and I should have colored these to look more like a flower than a green lily pad. So these lily pads are a stencil that I made that I used on this doodle, and I really had fun placing them on the page. The fish are also stencils that I created, and I wanted to use as many stencils as I have in all of these pictures that I'm making. And I'm going to continue on with the koi fish. This is an imaginary pond that I have in my world, and it has lily pads and koi fish, and it's outside of my apartment where I live in Victoria, and it's all a tropical, beautiful, historical background, and this is what I view looking off of my balcony. It's a pretty cool world that I live in when I am coloring, and I'm sharing it with you right now. I can see why Bob Ross really enjoyed showing his method of painting and sharing with people. And what I'm doing here is just sharing some of my creativity with you, the viewer, and I enjoy having people watch me do things, as I used to have my 3 children standing around the peninsula of my counter in the kitchen of their childhood home, and they would all stand around and help me make cookies. And I always made sure that they had something to add to the bowl, and they all had a chance to use their spoon for stirring, and everyone had a spoon to lick at the end. And it was a fun way of spending time together, and it was a fun way of me being able to get things done and having people stand around watching me and visiting. And as we all know, it's more fun to stand and watch somebody else work and visit than to do the work yourself. So I was also fortunate to be a bartender for 20 years of my life and have a lot of people sitting at the bar chatting with me and watching me work. So, like I say, I'm used to people watching me. That's why I'm doing this video series. And it also gives me an opportunity to have a link to all of these pages on my shop that I have for sale to show you what it looks like colored. And this is just my interpretation of it. It does not have to look like this. You can add all the fish and the underworld life that you want to. That's why there's so many large spaces, so you can add what you want, which is what I have done in other videos, such as eyes. Added a lot of things in there. And I found by watching the ocean outside my balcony that things that were floating were always lighter around the object, and it got darker the further away it went, as the rippling effect of the water. That sound was a seaplane taking off. I never even thought about that when I turned on and started doing the recording for this video. And then here we are, full-blown seaplane. Now my coloring in all of the videos except for tulips, I'm just getting the color onto the paper so I can see what the page looks like colored. Because making a coloring book, for me, I need a completed object to have to understand what I'm working with. And I figured, why not do a video of it? Why not put a video up on my ad for my store? And this way I can always watch how I've grown when I've done more and more pictures, and see what I want to do and what I don't want to do, and gives me ideas for other videos down the line that I can share with you. So we're almost at the end of this. This was a fun one. Now I'm adding the color for the flowers. And as I was coloring the purple over top of the yellow, I saw it turning to mud. So I had to quickly change it out. So I started to do the gold on the fish and just highlighted a bit. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification button and like the video. And we'll see you in the next video. And there goes another plane.